Good morning, Stitching Post family. Hi, I'm Robin Hill live for Hey Robin, what's going down at the post? I'm fixing to bring in some special guests because we have a big show coming up. And I'm going to leave the poster in the shop, but I've got a couple of special guests that are going to be joining me today to tell us all about the Rusty Barn Quilt Show coming this June to Oklahoma City. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's bring them in now. Good morning, everybody. Say hi, Stitching Post family in Oklahoma City.
Hi, Stitching Post family.
Hi, guys.
Hi, this is Raylene and Chris, and they're both.
That's Raylene. I'm Chris.
Of Rusty Barn. And so I thought I would give you guys a hard time. If you notice in the shot, you can see the poster. So they're coming June 17th, 18th, and 19th. Yay! I'm so excited. We waited. We were going to do this last year. And unfortunately, that nasty little bug everybody's been getting, that COVID-19 is going away, and they're coming here. So we're very excited to have you. Hi. So Chris, my first question is to you is, how did you get started in the quilt show business?
Well, it's a long story. So we've been doing shows for 27 years, and Eric and I were actually in the financial business together. We did mortgage loans, so completely different than quilt shows or promoting quilt shows. His parents, his mother-in-law was involved as an exhibitor, and she said that there is a big void that needed to be filled, and we were looking for a new profession. And we went to a show of a competitor, liked it, saw how we could make improvements and do a few things differently, and here we are 27 years later.
That's exciting. Definitely, quilting has got to be a lot more fun than finance and loans. Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's true.
You know,
wonder you changed.
there's a lot of dotting I's and crossing T's, and we're basically big party planners, event organizers. So that's how we make it work. So
Cool. So we're having a big party for quilters coming to Oklahoma City. Is that what you're saying?
absolutely, you've got to
Cool.
join us. We need your support. The parking is free. I'll let Robin talk about, she has some free VIP tickets, a lot of them. So if you stop by at any of her 2 locations, look at those tickets, she's got them. You can get a freebie by being her special customer. And that means you can come enjoy it with your family for free, and you will be blown away by all the colorful quilts and creativity you'll see.
Yes, and that's right, Chris. But it's 1 ticket per person. You can't come. You can't come pick up a bundle for the guild. You're going to have to tell all your friends and have them come down and visit the Oklahoma City, the Moore location. And I'll get some at 16th and MacArthur. And you just come in and say, "Hi, I'm here for my free VIP ticket," and we'll give 1 per person.
That's
Is that right, Chris? That's how it works.
Absolutely. Catch a demo while you're there on that beautiful new Brother machine.
All right. So, Raylene.
Hi.
Yeah, this guy being shy on camera, I think he fibbed a little bit, don't you?
He's a bigger ham than me, and that makes him a gigantic ham because I'm a pretty big ham myself.
So, Raylene, why don't you tell us so if I come to this show, am I going to see, is it just going to be a bunch of vendors, or are there going to be displays? Are there going to be any prizes? Because we all like prizes. So what are some of the things that I'm going to see at a Rusty Barn Quilt Show?
Well, everybody knows that quilters and crafters love free stuff. Doesn't matter what it is. So one of the fun things is every hour on the hour, they give out lots of door prizes that are donated by the vendors that are participating in the show. A lot of the vendors are going to be demoing right in their booths. We also have a lot of vendors that do what we call a make it and take it. And for a couple of $1 fee, you can actually sit down in their booth and learn a quick new craft. Now, normally at Chris and Eric shows, the Quilt, Craft, and Sewing festivals, we also have free seminars all day long. We are hoping to be able to do those at this show, but I'm not sure if they've got the clearance on that yet. Chris can speak more to that. But there's usually several throughout the day that you can choose that are about a 30-minute free class. I generally do 2 of those a day myself, just to help teach people new techniques and to show new products. So it's very different than a lot of shows you go to because you get so much for your price of admission, and especially come by your shop and get the free VIP ticket, then you're really getting a great deal. But there's just a lot going on, and it's not just quilting, it's crafts and sewing as well. So, there's usually something for everybody. So even people who just tag along with their quilter friends usually end up leaving with a bag full of stuff and having a great time.
That sounds really interesting. So this sounds, just from talking to you two guys, this sounds like a really great event for people who are new to sewing and new to quilting, even new to, I guess you probably have some people that knit. This is a great show for if you're interested in some, maybe you picked up a little bit of sewing during the pandemic. This is a great opportunity to expand your horizons. Don't you think so?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, those free seminars, I hope we're able to do those. If not, we'll be there next year for sure. But that gives the people an opportunity to see a lot of different things and see what they might be interested in if they are new to any of the crafts or the skills.
Absolutely.
Okay. Chris, you had something you wanted to add?
Yes, I also wanted to mention, although you can get a free VIP ticket, keep in mind that your ticket's good for all 3 days of the show. So many of our people have such a blast on the first day they come out that they come back for day 2 or 3 and bring another friend. One more thing, we've got a lot of new sewers that we found out over the year with COVID that have been kind of quarantined and started sewing masks. This is a great opportunity for you to get out and find out what else you can do besides sewing masks with those sewing machines, and we'll even set you down and demo you on a higher end model and get you moving in the right direction to do some quilting or embroidery on that machine. So don't miss that opportunity.
Yeah, I can hone in on that, because that's one thing. You might have started with a donation machine or a machine you found at a garage sale, or maybe someone gave you one, and you want to expand your horizons. You may want to go into embroidery. You may have picked up quilting and you want to check out a long arm, because I'll tell you, if you sew, Laureen, those long armors are pretty expensive, aren't they?
Oh, and something I always tell people, if you're going to buy a new car, you're going to test drive several models. And same with the sewing machine. When you go to this show, you're going to have the opportunity to test drive a lot of different models of machines, different price points. And those professionals in those booths can help you select the machine that's right for your application. So you're not just going into that used car lot and buying the first thing that the salesman shows you. You have the opportunity to really pick the best machine for you.
That's true. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
You will not find any better deals all year long than at the show. The manufacturers and suppliers have come up with all these great deals to get people into new machines. So if you're even thinking about a machine, this is where you want to be to check it out and test drive it and get the best deal that you'll be able to find on it all year long.
That's true. I know that we have an educator coming from Brother International and Janome and Juki. So all these really wonderfully professionally trained ladies are going to be there to show you all the special features on these machines that are going to be that we're just in our booth alone. So we're excited.
Perfect. So are we. One other, I'll ask myself a question.
Okay.
This is not a judged quilt show, but a lot of people talk about, well, can I see quilts there? You will see just as many or more quilts at this show as a judged show. We do have some vendors coming in and doing guilds, doing large displays, but every single one of our vendors does a fabulous job decorating their booths and the surrounding area. And there's just so much to see that you won't be disappointed. You'll be very pleased. And the price is also very right for our show. We don't gouge anyone. That's one of our philosophies, is making it affordable. You can bring your whole family, especially if you get a couple free tickets, and you'll be set to go.
Yeah, and I can add to that. We're in the Cox Pavilion this year, and I'm so excited because that's such a beautiful building. It's a great, I've done a lot of quilt shows there, and I'm excited that that's where we're doing the show this year. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So really what your show is about is inspiration.
That's right.
Lynn, can you tell us about some of the inspiration that we have in some of the booths?
Well, I tell you, we've got, like I said, there's going to be so many quilts on display. I was sitting here kind of counting in my head, and my booth alone, there's probably going to be 30 to 40, displayed.
Wow.
And, you've got pattern companies. We're also a template company. We manufacture all the squares and rulers and all the acrylic tools for quilting. You're going to have, like you mentioned, there's usually, other types of needle art and embroidery. And, again, with all those demos that you're getting in the booths and the make it and take it's, you really get a chance to dabble in a lot of different things that maybe you hadn't really wanted to take a full-blown class on yet to see if you liked. I mean, you can take 15 minutes and say, oh yes, this is something I really, really want to expand on myself. So, I mean, there's just the inspiration is going to start hitting you as soon as you walk in the door, because it's just the way they lay out the shows is so beautiful. I mean, I've been with the guys since my company has since their very first shows. We've been around for 38 years. But
Wow.
I mean, they do such a wonderful job making it about the experience for the customer and the best experience for the vendors as well. I mean, I can't say enough about them. Obviously, I really enjoy doing their shows, or I wouldn't have been doing it for 27 years with them. But like I said, inspiration is going to be everywhere.
That sounds like so much fun. You guys have been doing this a lot longer than me. I've only probably been around since 2000. Well, actually, I've been around sewing machines all my life. My parents have been doing this since I was 12. Well, actually, longer than that. Ever since I always joked that I was conceived behind a sewing machine store, but I really was. My dad started working up in Tulsa. My parents rented this apartment from a people that owned a sewing machine store, so he got a job. And the next thing, I came along 2 years later. So I've literally been around sewing machines and my dad working for sewing machine companies all my life. So, but it's a lot of fun. But we're very excited about this show because it gives people an opportunity. It's a road trip for your girlfriends. Grab all your quilting buddies, come down, see all the fun stuff. You support local, you support other businesses. And that's such a great thing to do coming out of this COVID, isn't it, Chris? Is there anything you'd like to add?
Absolutely. All the businesses that are in the show represent bigger brands, but they are all small businesses. All these small businesses have struggled over the last year with COVID, and we are so ready to just move forward and get moving on having a great show. Again, you'll enjoy it. It's a value. And we value you coming in and joining us.
Oops. Okay. I have many hats here at the Stitching Post. So, anyway, so let's review the dates again. I'm going to boost this one up so everybody can see it. Aha. We're going to be June 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2021. So, in your website is www.quiltcraftsew.com. You also can you print off $2 coupons there as well?
Yes, ma'am. You can print off $2 coupons, as many as you'd like. We've also check us out on Facebook. If you just look for Quilt Craft Sew Festival, we'll pop up and we'll have an event set up shortly that links Stitching Post and several of the other vendors that are involved in the show. But anyway, do stop by and get those VIP tickets. They're a limited supply. She does have a lot of them, but don't wait.
But when they're gone, guys.
And grab your friends and go to lunch and all come in so you all get your ticket and you'll be set to go. So we're so excited to see you.
Listen, Chris, Raylene, thank you so much for coming down and taking your time and being on What's Sewing down at the Post. It's so fun to get to see all the faces that I talked to on the phone. Anyway, God bless, and you both have it was wonderful. God bless. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you in Oklahoma City.
Thanks for having us.
See
Goodbye.
You
See you soon.
All right. Here we go. Oh, well, it's just me. So right now, Okay, we're back on. Don't ask me how that happened. I guess we've got a little ghost back here at 16. Okay, so if I didn't like this lettering here, I can hit this button here and change my font. Is that not cool? And I also can go here and I can arc it. Or we'll arc it there. And of course I can move my arc in or out. Oh my goodness. Hang on, we've lost the shot. Well, there we go. Thank you all for being so understanding. But you see, you can move your arc in or out. You can almost make a whole circle. Or you can even slant it if you want to. But we're just going to go back to normal. Now, I also can go in here if I want to make my bee smaller. I can make it smaller. And I also can come here and stretch them out if I want. And then this is really cool. I can come in here and I can split literally. Look, I can even, now if I needed to know how to fix this, I can come here and hit my little button here. And put my different size hoops. And we're going to get to the grid. There's a crosshatch. There's my grid. So I could line up any type of lettering if I was doing a poem or whatever. I could line that up perfectly if I wanted to. But let me see if I show. But those are all the different things that you can do. And I also can hit multicolor. And I can make each one of these letters a different color. As you can see when we go here. See? So I can change colors right there if I want to. That's pretty good. I wonder when my camera quit working on that side, but we'll come around to it. I'm gonna pull here. Whoops. There we go. Now you'll be able to see me and hear me and hi everybody. Let me see if I can get this other. Yeah, let me see if we can get this other shot back real quick. There we go. Oh, the battery's low. Yeah. We ordered a battery charger, but unfortunately, it didn't work. So we're having to wait to get one from the company. But we shouldn't have any interruptions in stream. We've got it wired down here. We're going to be building a special studio. So wait for some cool changes. Now let's get back to our machine. Let's take a look at some of the feet you get for sewing. I'm going to open that up. Hopefully you can see that. Here, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Now those are all some of the different feet that you get with this machine. So it's very easy to go from sewing to embroidery. It's lightweight. It's easy to come with you. It's got a USB port on the side, but it's got some great editing features. But I just want to take a moment and show you what you could do with your deal. Now, we've got one other thing to talk about. We've talked about our wonderful show coming in June, our Kimberbell event that is May 15th, and you can sign out that on sewbargain.com. And probably what else? Oh, yes. Well, Trena's not coming in today till later on today, but she'll be here if you need to talk to her about this bag. So I'm going to try to show the bag off. Robert, can you pick that up and kind of back off so we can show them the project of the week?
This thing?
Yeah, just pick it up and kind of back. Go slow where they can see me. There you go, right there. Hi, I'm going to hold these up. Now they're not completely done, but they're going to be beautiful. But I'm going to put this up here. You can focus that. Well, that's what they're supposed to look like. And we've got the projects on them. But they really hold a lot of stuff. And of course you put them through your little handle. And this is our project of the week. So any fabric that you want to go, and this is cute, any of the, you just put the handles on. It's gonna be so cute. And you can take this shopping if you want to save a tree. This is great to throw a bag in to not have to use those plastic bags, and it helps the environment. I really like this bag for that. But we've got all these will be 15% off this week, all week long on our project of the week. We've got our pattern right here. Isn't this cute? But that's project of the week. Now, don't forget, come pick up your project of the week and your free ticket to the Rusty Barn Quilt Show. We're so excited. Actually, the Oklahoma City Quilt Craft and Sewing Festival, if we want to get technical, but we refer to them as. But we've got a limited stock of these, and it's one per person, but we'll be very glad to see you. Anyway, this is Robin Hill saying, "Hey, Robin, what's going wrong down at the post?" No, that's what's sewing down at the post. And I'll see you next Friday. Don't forget to join us at 1 o'clock on Monday for Mention It Mondays. We're going to be talking about Stand and Cut. And also, don't forget for our extra Stash Builder show, we're going to have extra wide backing. We're going to be featuring and panels. Anyway, this is Robin Hill saying, have a great and blessed weekend. Thank you for watching.